Hello, you beautiful people. And James. And welcome back, guys. Today, bringing you another new video. And this one is the GOAT himself, JP. He's back. And this is a tutorial on how to suppress your emotions like a man. So,
That's right.
We're emotionless.
Yes. So, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This is we actually pretty much sort of maybe built our channel on the back of JP, so we throw him back up every now and then. You know what I mean? Just to
appreciation.
Appreciation. So we're gonna go ahead and check this one out. So before we get started, introductions. I'm James, also known as Lost King James. Below me is Geo. And at the very bottom is Bulldog.
All right. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 10,000 by the end of this month, this week, this day. Hey, smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to turn that bell notification on because you will be able to stay tuned to everything we do. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go ahead and see how to suppress our emotions like a real man. Because if you're not doing this, you're not a real man.
Yeah, you better not cry.
There we go.
To be a real man, you need to know how to suppress your emotions. If you're watching this, it means you're not a real man yet. So listen up. Nothing handicaps your journey into manhood more than feminine emotions. And the feminine emotions happen to be all of them. Scientifically speaking, emotions are the same thing as estrogen. So having them makes you a woman. The one exception is the emotion of happiness, because it has the word penis in it. So that's the only emotion acceptable for men to feel. So what can you do when your manhood is threatened with emotions? Answer, take matters into your own hands and suppress them. Here's 3 easy ways to do that. Emotional suppression technique number 1. Acquire an avoidant personality disorder. The beauty of an avoidant personality disorder is that your inner wisdom helps you avoid people and situations that could trigger emotions and their non-binary stepsister feelings. This personality dysfunction is a sign of strength that functions to make you stronger. Now, conflict with your spouse, or potentially any interaction with her, threatens to generate feminine feelings like sadness, anger, or I think that's all of them. But your avoidant personality disorder helps you avoid your wife at just the right time, which is most of the time, so you can avoid feeling emotions.
So basically, he's like, avoid your wife because she's only giving off 2 emotions for you: sadness and anger.
That's it.
The way to avoid that is to avoid your wife. Wow. I mean, crap. Dang.
Just the right time, which is most of the time, so you can avoid feeling emotions. But JP, there's just one problem. What if my childhood wasn't traumatic enough to bless me with the talent of this person?
What's that, a rock in his hand?
He just scratched himself.
James, he's staying grounded because he's a man.
Oh, dude, okay.
Personality disorder. Well, that's like having a childhood where you didn't even learn to walk.
Is that a goat?
But there's hope for you because with enough determination, you can learn this disorder. Here's how. Anytime your wife has that look in her eyes like she just wants to talk, immediately walk out of the room. But if she follows you, then walk into the garage and start fixing shit. And if you don't have anything to fix, then start breaking shit so that you have shit to fix. But if your wife follows you into the garage, then leave the house for between 2 and 37 hours. Then come back when she's in bed. But if she somehow catches you anyway and says, we need...
Go ahead, Bulldog. He said leave the house for 2 to 37 hours.
Oh, got me. Just go out for a bit.
Just for a bit.
And then it's like, 2 to 37 hours and make sure she's in bed. Oh, sorry, that one.
Calm too.
Yeah, that one tickled me. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, it just relate. I did it.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, me next up was like a Barney, and I was like, right, I'm gonna be back, and then I was out for like the whole weekend, and then come back at night time
Whoa.
when she was asleep. So then I got up before her as well to go to work, so that was cool.
Dang. So okay, so that's why you've done this. That's why it's hidden. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
good. Well, it seems like you already know how to do it, Bulldog. Good job.
Oh,
Good job.
Man, that was funny.
Then come back when she's in bed. But if she somehow catches you anyway and says, we need to talk, that means you didn't get out early enough and you'll need to fake a heart attack. Alternatively, you can have a real heart attack. Emotional suppression technique number 2, hold your breath. Now, if you feel a surge of emotion coming on, the last thing you want to do is let it out. Because that'd be like being in the middle of a restaurant and you feel a big poop coming on and you just let it out. That's bad manners. So what do you do? Hold your breath. Here's how to do that. Holding your breath is basically contracting the anal sphincter of your emotions. God wouldn't have given you one if you weren't meant to use it. When the emotional surge hits your contracted emotional sphincter of you holding your breath, it'll go back down to where it's supposed to be, deep inside of you, trapped forever. But what if you're holding your breath and the emotion still wants to come out? Answer: keep holding your breath, because eventually you'll pass out. Then when you wake up, the concussion you receive from hitting your head on the way down will be sufficient enough to render you temporarily, if not permanently, incapable of expressing emotions. Only downside to this technique is you may require ongoing medical assistance, but that means just having a sexy nurse around you all day, so it's actually all upside. Emotional suppression technique number 3, stay in your head. Let's just say your wife is...
Go ahead, Bulldog.
Just my chest's hurting. Just give me a sec, man. Sorry, I just need to breathe.
Hey, don't breathe. You gotta hold your breath, Bulldog.
Oh, hold your breath.
Oh, it's when he started saying some random sphincter shit, bro. Oh, dude, sorry.
Good job, Bulldog. Good job,
oh,
Bulldog.
Mate. Oh,
There you go. There you go, Bulldog.
Right, let me wash it down.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, yep.
He's drinking his laughing juice right now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Emotional suppression technique number 3, stay in your head. Let's just say your wife is starving for emotional connection, because she probably is, and she's desperately wanting emotions out of you so she can selfishly feel safe, protected, and loved. What do? Answer: stay in your head.
Hold on, let's go. Let's go back.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
All right, here we go. We're gonna listen to what he said because I didn't hear him.
Desperately wanting emotions out of you so she can selfishly feel safe, protected, and loved. What do? Answer: stay in your head. The more emotional she is, the more logical you need to be. Seek to rationally explain away everything she's rambling about in as much intellectual detail as possible. This means when she's explaining her feelings to you, logically enlighten her about why she shouldn't be feeling that way. Take a look at the process in action.
First time I've
You
seen this
shouldn't be
cameraman,
feeling
sorry.
that way. Discounting
He's
her
cameraman,
emotions is like
look in the
putting an
window.
electrical fence up around your yard to keep your dog inside. The only difference is it's not your dog, it's your wife, and you're trying to keep her out. Now, faking emotions is helpful when your wife wants...
Yeah.
Did you just assume the camera person's identity?
I suppose they did have. There was some length to that hair. Okay, we'll say.
Did you assume the gender?
Right,
It could be his
that's
wife.
No, his wife's got well longer hair.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, no, go but like literally, if you just go back like a little bit, you can see the fucking.
I know. It was just a joke,
Okay.
It's a joke. I didn't know y'all was gonna take serious in this.
Nope.
And there's another drink, James. Stop pausing it there. It's gonna be your throat.
Inside. The only difference is it's not your dog, it's your wife, and you're trying to keep her out.
What?
Now, faking emotions is helpful when your wife wants empathy. Empathy is basically when a wounded animal wants you to limp with
To
it.
kill it.
And you do that by pretending to feel the same emotion that she's feeling. Let's face it, because she's a woman.
You went dark, Bulldog.
He said, empathy will kill you, boy.
So you think empathy means...
Well, if it was like mortally injured, then I'm gonna kill it. That's empathy, innit? I feel sorry for it, so I'm putting it out of its misery.
I get you. I get you. I get you. Yeah, it's two sides. Two
That's
sides.
empathy, isn't it?
Bulldog
Yeah,
said it.
yeah, yeah.
At Bulldog in the comments if you understand what he's talking about.
Feel the same
is that
emotion
not
that
empathy?
she's feeling. And let's face it, because she's a woman,
I don't know.
she's
I don't know
probably
the word
feeling
enough to
sadness.
answer.
Here's how to do that in 3 easy steps. Write the name of the emotion on your hand as a reminder. Step 2, in the heat of the conversation, check your hand. Step 3, pretend to feel sad with her. And now you're limping with her because that's how you do empathy. Just like the age-old wisdom has it, if there's one thing better than boobs, it's fake boobs. And it's no different with emotions. The faker, the better. Frequently asked
Okay.
questions. Question, JP, what
is it-
happens if I cry during a
He's
movie?
throwing darts so
Answer,
wrong.
go immediately to your doctor and get your penis x-rayed. Because what they'll find is it's actually a giant clit, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Quick,
No, you did it.
He's stupid. He's stupid. He's stupid. He said There we go.
because what they'll find is it's actually a giant clit, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
He's so sincere about it too.
My therapist says it's bad for me to suppress my emotions and I should work on expressing them more. Answer, if you're seeing a therapist, it means you're not a real man, you're actually a woman. So congratulations, you just had your gender reveal party.
Now, okay, we miss it a lot. I'm starting to understand what's really going on, the message behind the message. Men aren't allowed to show your emotions, right? That's common
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, don't.
Yeah.
So we don't have no one to talk to. We don't really share our emotions. So that's actually what he's talking about the whole time. Is he's back being sarcastic the whole time? Like, I'm sorry, sometimes we're slow with this, but this time I'm realizing what he's actually talking about.
I
Men
mean, don't say
show their
we, man.
emotions.
I understood it the whole time, bro.
Okay, well, I just caught on to what this whole video is about. Men don't show their emotions, so therefore, this is the
His
steps. This is the steps. I'm sorry, JP. I'm sorry.
He always
Yeah.
pauses JP at these every single
So,
video
yeah.
without fail.
This is what he's talking about. Like men don't
Yeah, yeah.
men don't show their emotions, so this is like a sarcastic
Well,
approach to
like,
it. So I think
I
that's
don't know. Like my boy's like 8, and what I've taught him, like it's okay to cry, but don't do it in front of strangers. It's okay to do it at home, like in front of your family. That's what I was like. Don't do it in front of people because it doesn't matter how much you want them to do it in front. If they do it in front of other boys, they're going to see him as weak and they're pouncing. I don't care.
Well,
You do, don't you?
I agree with that. Don't cry, but
Nah.
don't
I
cry. But if you want, if
I
you need
say
someone
this.
to talk to, find
I
someone to
said,
talk
don't react
to.
on any of your emotions. Don't react on any of them. Just see what it is. And just, that's another conversation.
This is just men talk. Like even if
Yeah.
we're watching it,
Yeah.
we even in our core, men we don't want to show it, and I ain't showing you nothing.
You're actually a woman. So congratulations, you just had your gender reveal party. In conclusion, just like the well-formed calluses on your man hands, these tried and true emotional suppression techniques will help your entire being be just as thick,
was a baby
tough,
bomb.
and full of dead skin, which is a win for you and probably nobody else. Tune in next time as we continue our journey into real manhood with a lesson on how to work out like a real man. It won't
There
be
you
what
go.
you think.
Oh,
But until then,
I actually
stay
think I
hard
got that video
and
ready.
stay disconnected.
There you go. Stay hard and stay
Oh,
disconnected.
dude, that video is going back to classic Jake. When we first started watching him, it was just hilarious.
Yes.
But obviously, this time we kind of understand the message, whereas before we never used to understand the message. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was classic Jake. That was that was funny.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
also serious subject though. Yeah.